Hey, it's Prentice here with Detail in Progress. I'm at Super Detail today talking about some products for the interior to clean your interior. Now, if you're a professional, these are going to work great for you, but these are also just fine for the do-it-yourselfer. So let's start with cleaning plastic, leather, and vinyl. That's like the dashboard, the door panels, the leather seats. Some of us have vinyl seats. The great cleaners for that is going to be Express Interior, P&S Express Interior. This stuff is magical. You should not be using any kind of all-purpose cleaner inside your car. This is designed specifically with the right pH for the interior of the vehicle. It's safe on all those surfaces I talked about. If you're using all-purpose cleaner, you're probably using something that's too high in alkalinity and can actually damage those surfaces that you're trying to clean. And if you're using an all-purpose cleaner, a standard all-purpose cleaner, I don't care how much you dilute it, it's still dangerous, but also you're supposed to technically rinse it off when you're done wiping with it. With Express Interior, you don't have to follow up with a damp towel to rinse this off. It just dries on its own. It leaves just a hint of a little bit of a scent, just enough to smell clean. And what I've noticed is cars that I've completely detailed, I come back the next morning maybe because the car had some more work to do on it, and you open up the inside, it doesn't smell like it's been detailed with chemicals. It smells fresh and clean, and that's what you want your customers to experience when they get inside the car day after day, not just after the detail. So Express Interior is going to be your cleaner, again, for plastic, leather, and vinyl. To agitate that, you can use our Ninja Max finger mitts. Sorry, this is a scrubbing device. It's two-sided, so you have two different ways you can use it. You just spray the Express Interior on the surface, let it sit for a moment, come back and scrub it with this, and then take a nice microfiber like a Mr. Everything and wipe off all that residue, and it all comes right off. And also for those areas that are a little bit harder to reach, we've got these fantastic General Car Care boar's hair brushes. We've got different kinds of brushes too, but this one is my particular favorite for vents, for inside the door pockets, all those places where you can't really reach with this guy. All right, so we're going to do that. So again, spray, agitate, wipe everything off. That's the 1, 2, 3 step for that. And again, that's for plastic, leather, and vinyl surfaces. This also can work great for spot cleaning on the carpets. Like you see one little coffee stain there between the seat and the door, and you can't really reach it with your extractor. Well, you can just mist it with this and hit it with a microfiber, and it'll take most of it right out, just like that. All right, so when you're done cleaning the interior, we want to get those panels dressed up so they, when they're done cleaning, they look clean, but not necessarily new. And that's where the refreshing treatment of things like natural finish and our leather treatment are going to be good for that. So the leather treatment is a leather conditioner specifically designed, obviously, for leather. You're going to put that on one of our Saver applicators. The cool thing about the Saver applicators is, again, they're plastic lined, so the product doesn't soak into the foam back here, so you're saving product. And I like to put it on pretty thick and wipe it on pretty thick, because what I'm going to do later is come back with a Mr. Everything towel and buff off the excess, okay? So put it on thick, let it sit, and then come back and buff off the excess. The same thing with the natural finish. You might want to use 2 different ones of these, all right? One's for your natural finish and one's for your leather treatment, and you can keep them in plastic Ziploc bags to keep them clean. The natural finish is going to be for the plastic and vinyl surfaces. You can use it on leather, but I really like to distinguish between the two for leather, because we want the leather to be conditioned but not slippery, all right? Leather treatment is specifically designed to do that, especially if you wipe off the excess, all right? So natural finish, you spray it pretty good on here and wipe it on the surface. Again, you can be generous with it. Don't worry about hitting any of the shiny stuff or stuff that you may not want dressing on, because later we can wipe that off with a Mr. Everything towel. So put it on generously, come back later, wipe off the excess. It'll buff to, as it says, a natural looking finish. And the difference between just cleaning and coming back with natural finish is the cleaning is going to make the panels look clean. This makes them look new again, all right? So it just adds enough of that refreshment of that dressing and that color back into it to really make it look new again. Like I said, use your Mr. Everything towel to come back and buff off the excess. And while you're buffing off the excess, you can use that towel. Maybe you fold it into quarters so you have some different sides. You take a clean side and wipe off those shiny things like chrome door handles or maybe plastic wood inserts that are supposed to be shiny and not have dressing on them. And that also gives you a chance to spread the dressing out if there's any spots you might have missed, and it just levels it off really nicely. So that 1-2 punch with your conditioners, by applying them generously and then coming back and buffing off the excess, is not only going to give you a fantastic finish when you're done that looks very natural, but it also is going to make it feel right. It's not going to feel greasy and it's not going to look greasy. It's going to look natural. That's the deal there. So that's kind of the easiest way to clean the inside of your car. It's pretty simple. Just remember that whenever you're going to condition something, you want to clean it first. That's sort of a mantra I use in detailing. Clean the surface first, then come back and protect it. And that's what we just talked about.